My name's Rachel Robinson. I'm a writer and an avid reader, and I like to write and read whatever I feel like. I switch between fantasy, science fiction, horror, mystery, not so much romance, and I dabble in poetry. I have had a few things published in the Watershed Journal. I have one that I submitted to the Watershed publication thing, so I'm waiting for the results of that.
That's cool. What kind of book was it?
It was a book of short stories and poetry from, some of them were from when I was in high school, some of them were in college, and some of them were right after college. So
We've all been affected by this COVID-19. Some people are doing better with it than others. How has it affected you personally and you as a writer?
I think I might be one of the lucky people that I think it's affected me in a more positive way. First of all, I like the self-isolation. I'm enjoying the getting more time for myself. So I've been picking up some, different hobbies. I'm learning how to play the guitar now. I'm reading a lot more, catching up on shows. As far as my writing, it hasn't really affected what I write, but more of just having more time to write and more time to sit down and revise, and just, with all the quiet, and I don't have to keep up with, work and, visiting people or all that stuff. It's been pretty nice, actually.
Do any of your writings reflect the current situations of riots and disease? No?
I personally haven't. I'm trying to not think about it as much as possible. I'm hoping it'll be one of those things where when it's done, I'm hoping it'll blow over. I did start one story that I started for another writer friend, and it was about COVID victims that they're not like zombies because they're not dead, but they just go crazy and eat people. So they just get so sick that they just go crazy.
And so has this been your personal experience with COVID victims?
It has not, because I've been staying inside as much as possible. I only go out for groceries. I just stay inside.
Well, you have to watch out for those COVID zombies.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want you to be eaten.
No. But it's okay because my brother, he's given me a lot of survival stuff and, more ammunition for my gun. He showed me how to take apart and clean my .22, which I've had for 3 years and never fired.
How do you like dealing with the online video conferencing for the writers' meetings as opposed to the writers' meetings in person?
Well, I do like the face-to-face kind of thing. But I think the online things, the technology seems to be working really well. I've heard other things where, Skype doesn't work too well. I think the thing that we're using works really well. And it seems like people seem, they're a little more relaxed, and I like the part where we post all of our works an hour ahead, and then we read them, and then we go on and we can, just have time for comments and things, and it doesn't seem to take as long, and I get a chance to read more things and have a little bit of time to digest it and come up with better feedback. So that I like that part of it a lot.
So you think you've been more productive with your writing since you've been locked down?
I think I have, yeah. I've actually, the one day I wrote 3 poems within an hour and a half, and that's it's unheard of for me. Usually it's like, oh, a poem here, a few months later, half a poem. I don't have time to like go back to it, or I've lost the momentum or the drive to finish it. Now it's like, all right, you've got this whole day, you know, just go at it. And if you don't get it down within the hour, get up, go do something else, and I can come right back to it. And it's like I don't have the stress from work. I don't have, oh, I need to go visit that person or go help that person. I'm more focused. So yeah, definitely more productive, getting a lot more stuff done. In the beginning, maybe like the first month, I didn't really do a whole lot. I kind of just bummed around, watching TV, playing video games, pretending like I was, oh, I'm just right out of college, or I don't have anything to do. I don't have a job to do. So I wasn't really productive like that first month. But then, I'm like, oh, I have these plans. I want to do all these different things. I made a schedule, and that helps too. So like I have 3 hours in the morning set time for guitar practice, 2 hours of writing in the evening, because I feel like I do my best work, or I feel the most motivated in the evening time. 2 hours here for reading, and so that's definitely helped.